Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Diamond on Colonist.io 1v1. On today's board, we are playing Reedy4968, who this season is a Platinum 1, and they take the 8-4-10, which is the best OWS spot on the board. So what I'm actually looking at doing here is not taking that little ore spot, or that port spot, but I actually really like this 5-9-10 in the 8-4-3, pointing right, trying to isolate the 8 ore, because I don't think the 8-10 is a great spot for our opponent. And it would leave them without a good brick. Their best brick would be maybe over here on the 6-11-4, which does give them all the resources. But I think we should win the race down here to the 6-5-12. So I'm going to go ahead and take that, and then I'm going to take that 8-4-3 point right. I don't want to point left because if they do take this 11-6-4 right, they can already plow up to the 11-6-3. Now, the one difficult part that we're going to have here for sure is trying to stop our opponent from our road connect. And what I'm a touch concerned about is they could plow up to this spot, which would not fare super well for us. But we do need a 9 to roll. So there's that. I'm going to pass once. There's a 6. Is that road settle? It sure is. So we finally do get our first wood. I am going to build one road over here to the 3-for-1 port and then pass. I don't think we necessarily need to sit here and go crazy with what we have going on. Now, we do have a city in hand. And I almost think we city this 10-9-5. It's a little aggressive. But I think for production's sake, I think it's what's going to get us there. There's an 8. If we can get 2 woods. Okay, so they do take this spot. Let's go ahead. Let's block their wheat. I think that's going to end up being the block the entire game. And it looks like the devs did do some adjustments down here. Victory point is not what we were hoping for on the first one. But the new setup looks pretty clean. Another 7 comes out. I think here we're just going to block the 4 ore. 7 comes out again. Are they going to block the 9? They block our 8. And I actually think I'm okay with them blocking our 8. It's not my most important resource just yet. But man, we just cannot get a wood roll, can we? Let's once again block the 8. There's our wood. And I know we have a settle. I'm going to hold because I would like to get up to this spot. So if we can get a 5 to come in, that would help a lot. All right, so we don't get that. I think here we just have to go ahead and take this and pass. Let's buy a dev, puts us under, we get a knight. And honestly, if we can maintain knight control, that would be pretty huge here. Our opponent comes down, they're going for that wood port. 1-5. Okay, fantastic. It's not happening yet. Let's port down for an ore. We do make pretty decent ore, but we're just not seeing our rolls come in. Now, if they have their settle in hand, this wood port is going to be pretty strong. And I believe that that gives us a plow. It's not the strongest plow, but it does mean that they wasted their roads. So let's just take that from them. And sometimes you just have to try and stop your opponent a little bit. 7 comes out. I think we'll block the 4 for now. We get a wheat. And a second quick game in a row. So that moves us up to 1747. If we look at the dice stats, I don't know if I would have resigned there. I don't think it was out of control just yet. But the 9s overrolled a little bit, which did help us with this wheat. 5s definitely under roll, which was our wood, and we were kind of struggling to move there in the beginning. But resource card stats, dev card stats, activity stats, and resource stats. So if you guys have comments for how I could have placed better, definitely leave it down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and then finally subscribe to the channel, and that just helps you make sure you don't miss any of my future content. And on that note, I will see you guys on the next episode.